Okay, it is time to hand out your draft grades, and I will get to you, Dallas, so prepare yourself for that.
This is about the running back situation, isn't it?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough. Now, I did like what I saw from some of you, but not you, Carolina, so please wipe that smile off your face.
So, what we do wrong now?
Well, let's see. Trading up in the first round for a receiver no one was trying to leapfrog you for seems like a good starting point.
But we did what we had to do to get our guy. I thought that was pretty admirable of us.
Well, you could have stayed put or maybe even traded down for additional draft capital and still gotten your guy. And Jonathan Brooks, really?
Okay, so I'm guessing you don't like Jonathan Brooks.
I love Jonathan Brooks as a player and also as a luxury pick for a team who could afford luxury picks, not for a team who has to lower ticket prices to try to bribe fans to show up to games.
Oh, you remember that, huh?
You get a D, and be thankful that grade's not lower. On to Buffalo, who did trade back and still got the receiver they wanted, so well done there.
See, that's how it's done, Carolina.
However, why you decided to choose a trade partner who consistently owns you in the playoffs still remains a mystery. Do you care to explain that?
Oh, sure. Well, we didn't think it was that big of a deal since we believe Xavier Worthy is basically John Ross.
Wait, wasn't John Ross that painter guy with the big hair who used to be on public television all the time? That was Bob Ross, Carolina.
You know, Buffalo, I can't wait to see the look on your face when you realize you handed us the next Tank Dell just so you could take Corey Coleman.
His name is Keon Coleman, but he will be Corey Coleman.
Wait, wasn't Corey Coleman that actor kid who was on that 80s sitcom Different Strokes?
That was Gary Coleman, Carolina. And before either of you get too comfortable, Kansas City and Buffalo, I'd like to remind you both that first-round receivers have a 73% bust rate.
Well, to be fair, we did take ours in the second round, but I guess that stat kind of sucks for you, though, huh?
Nikhil Harry.
What? I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of all the receivers who have busted the way Keon Coleman's about to bust. Quentin Johnston.
Hey, Quentin hasn't busted entirely yet. Okay, that's enough. Buffalo, I'm giving your draft a B-, and as for the rest of the AFC East, your grades are as follows. Miami, A-, Jets, B+, and New England, you get the highest grade in the division with an A.
It turns out drafting good receivers isn't as hard as Bill made it look. I don't know what that guy's problem was, but when it came to drafting good offensive skill players, he was kind of like Rob Deere without the home run power, if you don't mind my 90s baseball reference.
I would watch my tongue if I were you, child.
Anybody else hear that?
Yes, and as strange as that was, some of us actually saw it too. AFC South, here are your grades. Houston, you get a B. Indianapolis, A-. Jacksonville, B. And Tennessee, B+. On to the AFC West. Denver, D. Kansas City, B+. Los Angeles Chargers, A. And Vegas, that's detention.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry, that must be a force of habit. Vegas, you get an A.
Oh, pretty happy about that.
And by the way, that's detention for not getting an A+. On to the AFC North. Baltimore, B+. Cleveland, B. Pittsburgh, B+. Cincinnati, C+. On to the NFC West. Arizona, A-. Los Angeles Rams, B+. Seattle, B+. San Francisco, B+. On to the NFC North. Chicago, A-. Detroit, A. Green Bay, A-. Minnesota, B+. On to the NFC South. New Orleans, B+. Tampa, A. And that brings us to Atlanta.
Wait, but before you give me my grade, can I just say something?
Only if you can promise me that what you're about to say will not include the words Jordan or love.
I cannot promise that.
Then no, you may not say something, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. Even though you selecting Michael Penix surprised me more than Negan did when he killed Abraham before he killed Glenn on season 7 of The Walking Dead. I get that this is an attempt to avoid the quarterback abyss in the future, and I can mildly respect that, so I'm giving you a B.
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
But should this pick not work out, may Michael Penix's name serve as a constant reminder that you could have traded that pick for a haul and perhaps taken a cornerback in the first round that might have helped your defense substantially in this Kirk Cousins window that you have.
That's a terrifying thought. Thank you.
And finally, we have the NFC East. Giants, B. Philadelphia, A. Washington, A. And that brings us to you, Dallas.
Okay, just breathe.
Let me make sure I have this right. You took an offensive tackle, a defensive end, an offensive guard, and a linebacker when you desperately need a running back, and there was still plenty on the board within those first 87 picks.
Oh, well, you see,
Jerry, in my opinion, finally did something you could be proud of.
I beg your pardon?
Your top 4 picks can and perhaps will make an immediate impact, especially in the trenches. If you can come out of a draft and say that, you've done everything under the sun to impress me. Well done, Dallas. You get an A+.
So you're not mad that we didn't take a running back?
Look, could you have taken a running back in the later round? Sure, but it wasn't that long ago that everyone was saying this was not a great running back class, and now it seems everyone is hyping these guys up, and I assume that's because we're in the middle of Dynasty Draft season. Bottom line is this. You got quality where it matters. That's all I care about.
Oh, Jerry's going to be very happy about this.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's really great. Nobody cares.
Dude, no, your logo just went back to normal.
What? Oh, damn it. I figured this would happen if we didn't take any Bama or Georgia players.
Hey, Dallas, if you hired Bill Belichick to be your coach next season, would you consider maybe sprucing up your logo a little bit?
Okay, this Dallas star is iconic. It'll never change.
I mean, you could make a few changes, but still, you know, keep the whole star motif.
And Vegas, that's the tension. And Dallas, that appears to be an interesting new logo you have there.
Silence! Now give us the device. I don't think Jerry would like that very much.
Jerry will like what I command him to like.
Could you please stop doing that?